Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. 24. See what we got in the building real quick. Vince Vibe, Soul Power, G McCall, Big Homie Coop, Asante L, True Boxing Knight, Anwar Willis, Thomas from the Bronx. Yeah, Thomas, that's what's up. Detroit, BC, Bob, Mo G. Oh, man. I'll upload that, definitely. Shogun, Ryan Wright, Kane the Bad Guy, Steve L. the Mac, Edgar Chavez, Tay, what's going on? Black Vision, salute. Big Block, Mark Wunderlich, CT Fat Boy, Todd Swindle, Dwayne Price, Robert Singleton, Darrell, what's good? Shout out Moses, where you been? Slip the Jab in the building. Thrill Hill, Tom Etheridge, my brother. I am True Maine. What up? Coach Amber, E.S. Almighty Lord, Jamal Robinson. What's going on, man? So, Art Hostage moaning. What's good, brother? The Harvey Nation Sports Podcast. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. This guy. If unstable was a person, it's him. It's him. For the people that got like short attention spans, this may look good, you know. Oh, I'm calling out Devin Haney now. Let's do this. Let's do this. But there was things in between, and instead of me just explaining it, the general did a video yesterday to sum it all up. Press 1 if you saw it. Press 1 if you saw it. The general did a splendid video summing it all up. Just give me a 1 if you saw it. And salute the champ side. Every time I say press 1, y'all know that that's his thing. Brother hasn't done it in a while, but you know that was the first time I heard press 1 from our good brother champ side. Let me know if y'all saw the general's video yesterday. Al Jones, what up? Jelly Bean, what's good? So we all watched it. Jose Diaz, what's going on? So we all watched it, right? If you didn't watch it, don't worry. Robert Singleton, salute. Because I'm gonna do my first reaction to a boxing channel, and it's gonna be the generals. So I'm calling fair use. because I'm going to play that video. I'm not going to revisit anything because he explained it perfectly. And I already know everybody in here is subscribed to the general. I know Slip the Jab, what he's doing. Benjamin, what up, man? Listen, Slip, let me just touch on that for a second. Let me just touch on that real quick. You're correct. Monta Musa, my brother. Listen, you're correct. After the Charles Martin fight, you could see where his flaws are. The brother needs work, but he needs to stay busy, so he's going to get a light touch. They're moving him along, but they don't want to make a mistake. And Charles Martin, had he had a full camp, we might have been having a different conversation. You dig what I'm saying? So, Slip the Jab, I'm glad you caught that. You know, I wasn't going to say nothing, but we all know what time it is. And it was like the people that are moving Big Baby up, they're like, whoa. Hold on now. Hold on. Whoa. That round five. Wait a minute. Hold on. What if Charles Martin had a full camp? What if he had a full camp? That was 2 weeks notice, Charles Martin. What if he had a full camp? Wait a minute. Let's slow it down. Let's keep him busy. Let's get him paid. Let's get us paid. But now they're second thinking, yo, shit. What if that was Deontay? What if that was King Kong Ortiz? What if that was Big Bang Zhang? Sheesh. Almost made a mistake. All right, let's slow it down for a minute. He still got work to do. That's what I got from that. He got work to do. So yeah, you right, Slip the Jab. So I know what they're doing. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I know what they were doing. I'm like, okay, all right. But back to this. Let me pull up the general's video. And what we're gonna do is we're going to react to it. So I'm calling fair use on this straight up. And salute to the general. I'm sure he won't mind. If y'all missed it, y'all all subscribe. Go give it a view. But I'm gonna review it right now because I don't want to. I'm lazy this morning. I don't want to go through everything. And you're gonna see why I have this motherfucker's head on Jack Bauer's goddamn body. Now again, to you clowns with the short attention span, it might sound good. All this thing on Twitter, all of these things that he's saying on Twitter, it sounds real good. But we all know the truth about this guy. Remember, he was just retired. Now, we all knew it was bull crap. But before I play this video, let me remind you of who he is.
They're so retarded, man. I mean, nobody knows shit about boxing, man. You know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums. You know what I'm saying? They're bums, bro.
No, but
because
let me ask you.
they gotta go in the inside to throw their punches and connect. You know, why you think Floyd destroyed Canelo? Nah? Because Canelo's an inside fighter. Lomachenko's an inside fighter. All these guys, Triple G can't do nothing unless he's inside. All these guys are inside fighters. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you stand tall and you're faster than them, you're quicker than them, you're smarter than them, and you know what they're gonna do before they do it, they freeze. That's what we call it. The phrase is freeze.
Push the weight and now flex. Push the weight and now flex.
But one of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to play our game. It's time to play our game.
That's the Lopez team. Papa Lopez and Junior. Talked all that shit. Successfully ducked Devin, so he thought. Talk about he's undisputed, and when Canelo beat Caleb Plant, and Canelo's having his moment, and let me say this, well deserved. That was a clean win for Canelo. No controversy. He won it. And while he has his moment, undisputed at 168, when Canelo Alvarez is having his moment, here comes Teofimo Lopez. But I also have that video when Devin pressed him again. And he was like, yo, I'm surprised. Akonda, what's good? I'm surprised you ain't got the belts with you right now. I'm surprised you ain't bringing it with you right now. You had nothing to do with what went on with Canelo that night. Why did you bring all of those belts with you? And let me tell you why I'm pointing that out. He's an attention whore. Y'all do know this, right? Somebody put attention whore in the chat. He's an attention whore. I wasn't sure at first. I said, is this Village Brother, what up? Is this motherfucker an attention whore? It can't be. Because men aren't supposed to be attention whores. Which is why I look at trolls and I actually laugh. Because I'm like, yo, men are not supposed, y'all not supposed to just show up just for the sake of, look at me, I'm saying something out of the ordinary. Either your daddy didn't hug you, if you knew him, or he hugged you a little too much. But I'll digress. He's an attention whore. Y'all want to know why he's an attention whore? You don't want to know. You want to know when it sealed it for me, how he's an attention whore? You know when it sealed it for me? Y'all heard what he said about Combat 2 Bag. What up? Oh, wait, hold on. Something happened? Wait, hold on, y'all. That was an accident. That's all right, Jamal. That was an accident, Jamal. Don't worry, I took care of you. That was an accident, Jamal. That was an accident, Jamal. Hen dog banged you by accident. Pause. But I took care of you. Kenny, what up? That was an accident, Jamal. Hen dog hit you, but that was an accident. His phone was tripping. That was an accident. He got you. Yeah, he's an attention whore. But what sealed it for me, because I'm like, all right, he shows up. You know, I'm like, why would you bring all your belts to the goddamn Canelo fight? And you know how much of a whore he is? Let's say Plant had won that fight. He'd have been standing there taking pictures with Caleb Plant. He didn't care who won the fight. He wasn't Team Plant. He damn sure wasn't Team Canelo. Because as you can see, his dad was talking shit about him. Brandon, what up? So I was like, then he says, Devin, I'm surprised you ain't bring the belts with you right now. I'm like, what is he talking about? But you know what sealed it for me? Errol versus Bud. Now he out and out said, he literally said the industry sees more value in black fighters than him, a Latin fighter. Now we know that's bullshit, but he said it. Everybody was talking about it. I said, where's he getting that from? Brown on boxing, salute. So I'm like, is this guy an attention whore or what? Bud versus Errol, the New York presser, who the fuck shows up? I look, I said, what the fuck is he doing here? This is the biggest fight in boxing right now. And the industry is giving these two fighters their credit. So happen to be two black fighters. You know, black fighters that the industry sees more value in than you. Why are you here? Just curious. Why are you here? If that was a Rodriguez versus a Mendez, and it was the biggest fight in boxing, guess what? I'd have still been there. But if there was a black fighter that said, man, they see more value in Latino fighters than black fighters, and that motherfucker walked through the door and sat down, I'd have been saying the same shit. Nigga, what you doing here? If you feel that way, why are you here? So I'm filming, I look, I said, what's this nigga doing here? I'm curious. What the fuck is he doing here? I don't recall him talking to Errol. If it happened, I didn't see it. Ladies and gentlemen, I was there. I don't recall him talking to Errol. I don't recall him talking to Bomac, Bud, Derek. He might have dapped it up with them, but he didn't have no, I don't recall. But what I do recall is he had a bunch of cameras on him. He wasn't, maybe he got on stage, I missed it. If he did, I missed it. But I do have, there was a bunch of cameras in his face. And this is after he announced his retirement. So let me get this straight. You see more, you said that the industry sees more value in black fighters than you. You said that. And you said you was retired. Why the fuck was you there? He had a bunch of cameras in his face. And you was retired. Why are you there? You don't care about what's on stage and what they're celebrating? Terrence Bailey, James Doom, King Bonnie, Dapper Dons, what up? Marlon, what up? Philip D. You don't care about them. Picasso, what up? You don't care about them on stage, and you don't care about the industry that supports them, but you're there. And you had cameras in your face. That's why you was there. It was just mind-boggling. I said, oh, he's a hoe. He's an attention hoe. And here he is again. Here he is again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the General's video. If you missed it, I don't wanna go through it. I didn't wanna reiterate what he said. Y'all accuse us of stealing content anyway. And I was gonna do a video about it. Ratchet, what up? But I said, you know what, there's just certain things, I'm like, 78 nailed this. So, TJ, what up? I'm gonna play it. And we're gonna dissect it. I'm gonna pause it at the points to make sure that y'all understood what he was saying. Because this is happening in real time. Now, casual, they just looked at the tweet and said, oh, look, he's calling out Devin. G. McCall probably. I don't know. I don't put nothing past anybody. So let us go. This is the General's video from yesterday. Everybody in here is subscribed to him, so I ain't got to tell y'all. But if you missed this video, go give it a watch. But we're gonna break this down right now.
So for those of you guys who have actually been following the lightweight division for a few years now, you know how back and forth and how ridiculous the ducking has been down at lightweight, right?
Lightweight.
So those who know. Teofimo Lopez has been ducking Devin Haney for years and proudly doing so. And this is not hidden information. This information is right here on YouTube.
Pause. We do know that this motherfucker been ducking Devin Haney, right? That's not a discussion. That's not up for debate. Okay. Ed Woodson, what up, bro? So, yeah, let's go ahead. That's not up for debate. He was ducking him. You can
look up articles. The man and his father have done everything in their power to avoid fighting Devin Haney.
That's not up for debate. You casuals, pay attention. You retards in the back of the room, pay attention. That's not up for debate. What he's saying right now is not genuine. General's about to break it down right now. Fair use. Because, YouTube be funky with it. But this is fair use. Listen, y'all.
Okay? So much so, let's go to the recent duck. Okay? The recent duck, Devin Haney being the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, having all the belts by defeating George Kambosos, the man who beat Teofimo Lopez, correct? Now, Teofimo Lopez moves up in weight, fights Josh Taylor, destroys Josh Taylor. Congratulations, Teofimo Lopez. Excellent performance. No hate at all, right? Destroys Josh Taylor. But one of the rules that the WBO has is the champion from the smaller the weight class can go up and directly challenge the champion in the higher weight class. So that means Devin Haney, being the undisputed champion, can challenge Teofimo Lopez for his title, right? So what Teofimo Lopez did was, as soon as he beat Josh Taylor, he immediately told anyone who would listen, I'm vacating the belt. I'm not the WBO champion anymore. I'm vacating.
Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember that, right? This is what he said. It was all over boxing news. It was everywhere. We were all like, what? Okay, y'all remember that, right? Okay, let's go ahead. Fair use.
Okay? He told everyone he's vacating and that they can keep this. It's not enough money for him. Blah, 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 blah. It was all a tactic from the beginning to keep Devin Haney from saying he exercises his right to face the champion, Teofimo Lopez. Okay? Now, I know this all seems far-fetched to the people who haven't been following it, but just stick around and it all makes sense later. So, Devin Haney is in negotiations with Regis Prograis, okay, to fight for the Regis Prograis WBC 140-pound title. But out of nowhere, the WBO issues a 24-hour ultimatum to Devin Haney and to Teofimo Lopez to let them know whether or not they're going to face each other. Or, excuse me, Teo had 24 hours to let the WBO know if he was going to actually retire and vacate their belt, or was he going to keep the belt, okay? What we didn't know then was Devin Haney had 24 hours given him at the same time as Teo. So Devin is being told, hey, you need to let us know if you're going to move up and fight for our title or not. Otherwise, we're going to have Barboza face Ramirez for the vacant belt if Teo retires. Devin asked a reasonable request. Devin said, well, hey, do you mind if I get 24-hour extension so I can see what happens here? Because if Teo wants to keep his belt and wants to defend his title, I would love to fight Teo. You know what I'm saying? But these other guys, I don't know.
Are y'all paying attention? Y'all still with me? Are y'all still with me? The 24-hour extension. Is my meme making sense now? Does it make sense? I do things for a reason, y'all. Y'all with me now? Listen.
Nope, they denied him.
They denied him.
The WBO denied Devin Haney his request. Devin Haney even tweeted about it. As you can see from Boxing Scene, it says the WBO denies Haney request for a 24-hour extension to respond to the WBO 140-pound title ruling.
Let me pause it right there. Let me ask y'all a question. Why would they do that? Why do you think they would do that? Why do you think they would do that? The WBO? Not the WBO. Not the WBO. David Scott was good. I hope y'all paying attention. WBO. Bob Arum. We going somewhere with this. Go ahead. Watch this. Fair use, y'all.
Okay. All Devin wanted to do was have time to see what Teo was going to do. Because if Teo's keeping his belt, then hey, I would like to fight Teo.
Damn.
You know what the WBO did? They denied Devin Haney's extension while secretly giving Top Rank a extension. See, Bob Arum wrote them and said, hey, I'm supposed to be talking to Teo later this week about his future. And they said, okay, that's fine. But they told Devin Haney he couldn't get no time. So Devin Haney said, you know what, fine. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to fight Regis Prograis since they're not giving me no extension. I'm going to fight Regis Prograis. As soon as that word that Devin Haney was going the WBC route, you know what happened? Teofimo Lopez crawls from underneath a rock somewhere, just slithers underneath some rock somewhere, and starts talking jazzy.
Dave, what up?
This is what Teo says on Twitter. Yo, at Real Devin Haney, since you so quick to jump in the mix for my WBO championship belt, lies, absolute lies. You see how Teo's trying to create a narrative? Complete lie.
See that?
Devin Haney wasn't in the mix. That's the WBO gave him 24 hours to decide what he was going to do. He didn't jump in your belts. Since you're so quick to jump in the mix for my WBO championship belt, let's make the fight happen so the world can see who is about the action. And no, you will not be the A side. I hold the king title of the division as well. So don't run away with an expletive, right?
Now, let me pause it right there for a minute. Let me ask y'all a question. And I need y'all to be real careful about how you answer. What determines the A side? Be careful answering this question. Be very, very careful. What determines that? Because I'm just touching on this for a second. Yeah, coach, I agree with you. She says, I don't understand why Canelo was allowed to keep his belts, but Dev's fight was less than 60 days ago. I don't understand how Vigendow went up and fought Lomachenko 2 or 3 weight classes up, lost to Loma, and they stripped him from at a weight class and he never lost his belt in. Go figure that. Different rules work for different people. Ah, there you go. 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 Belts don't determine A side or B side. Belts don't determine it. It don't. The sensei's in the building. There you go. Y'all know what time it is. That's what I'm saying. Be careful. Because had you said belts, because Devin's undisputed, that's not true. That's not true. And I'll tell you why. That's the same argument we made for Bud. Yeah, in the lower weight classes, he has more accomplishments, but it don't mean dick when he was facing Errol. Errol sells out Dallas Cowboy Stadium. It's not even close. It's not even close. Arturo Gatti had a way worse record than Floyd Mayweather. That was Floyd's first pay-per-view. Arturo Gatti was the A side. He was the A side. Thank you, Kenny. Pay-per-view sales, shit like that. Who's undisputed, Tank or Devin? But who's the A side in that situation? Tank. They don't give a fuck about what Devin had to do and what he went through. We do. I give a fuck about that. I do. But unfortunately, it don't go like that. Tank is a bigger draw. But Devin is undisputed. But Tank is a bigger draw. Go figure. That's just life. That's just how it is. So what is Teo talking about? And no, you're not the A side. What are you talking? That sounds like a duck. First of all, motherfucker, how many pay-per-views was Tio on? Put in the chat. Maybe I missed it. Somebody educate me. How many pay-per-views was Teofimo Lopez on? Did I miss it? Does Triller count? None, right? He wasn't on any, right? Okay. And listen, Josh Taylor was an outstanding win. I ain't got no complaints. Teofimo Lopez schooled Josh Taylor. He made Josh look like he never fought a day in his life. That was a great win for Teofimo Lopez. All the credit in the world. See how easy that is? I could be a hater, but no, fuck that. Fuck that. No, I'm not going to do that. Josh got schooled. That's what happened. It happened. And then you said you're vacating and you're retiring. And the industry cares more about black fighters than you. And you told your father, be a man, bro. Address it like a man. You see, this is what I'm dealing with. Be a man, bro. Remember that? And then you retired. And then you show up to Bud versus Errol. And what the fuck is he doing here? Supporting the industry that only cares about black fighters, didn't care about you. You know what happened? The last fighter that I remember said, you know what, man, this place is fucked up. I'm leaving this shit and I'm never coming back. The last fighter that really did it and meant it was a Hall of Fame fighter. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Stormy, am I lying? When he walked away from this shit, he didn't pop up on Leonard Hearn's the rematch or whatever the fuck. He didn't pop up here and there. Yo, I still think the sport's fucked up, but I'm Marvin Hagler. Look at me. He didn't do that. He left and moved to Italy or something and started acting in movies and shit. We ain't never heard from him. We ain't heard from Marvelous Marvin Hagler for like about 3 decades. After he lost to Sugar Ray, he left. We didn't see him. He didn't train anybody. He didn't host any shows. He didn't open up any gyms. In fact, Hagler said, I can't train anybody. I don't have the patience. I remember him saying that. He left and we didn't hear from him. He felt he got robbed against Sugar Ray. Everyone was like, well, rematch? He said, nah, I'm good. I'm out of here. Y'all got it wrong. Y'all don't deserve my talent. I'm leaving. And he left and we ain't hear from him. He didn't do no, well, I don't know if he did any guest appearances. I don't know about that. But as far as grabbing the mic and doing color commentary, I don't recall none of that shit. If I'm wrong, let me know. He left. So Tio says, I'm retired. They only fuck with black fighters. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm out. While saying the word nigga, I'm out. Then he's asking Floyd for sparring. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? So let's get back to it. WBO, right? Let's get back to it. Fair use, family.
Devin Haney responded and said, let's do it. Teofimo Lopez says, came out of retirement, I guess, because the next move was for Devin Haney to fight Barboza for my WBO championship title at 140 pounds. F that. I'm tired of helping this kid be something he's not, and that's a real champion. Devin Haney responds to that by saying, your beat never retired in the first place. These are all facts. Let's see if you really want the smoke. I'm going to be a 140-pound champion regardless. You asked for 20 million last time my pops talked to you. Absolutely, they did.
Pause. Y'all see this? F that, I'm tired of helping this kid be something that he's not. And that's a real champion. Yeah, Thomas, I'm gonna get to that right now. The fuck you mean, this kid? What are you talking about? This kid. You see, since that racist shit came out with you and your pops and all that shit, everything you say, I look at it different now. This kid be something that he's not. What he is undisputed champion at 135, something that you weren't. Do you understand? Teofimo ranks up there with a fighter that made another fighter that we was not even paying attention to. Give an example. How do we know who Ricardo Mayorga even is? Who launched the legacy of Ricardo Mayorga? Vernon fucking Forrest. Ricardo Mayorga was not supposed to happen. Vernon Forrest was coming off of 2 wins against Sugar Shane Mosley, a prime Shane Mosley. He went in there and beat Mosley up, man. That's what happened. He beat his ass. Ricardo Mayorga was supposed to be a showcase fight. He was supposed to style on him and eventually get him out of there. We did not know who the hell he was. He was a bar fighter. We saw it from round 1. He was throwing punches all crazy. We was like, oh, this is over. And you know what happened? He landed one. And he hurt Vernon. And we was like, what's happening here? And he stopped him. And smoked a cigarette at the end. Automatically. A new star was born. That's right, Snacks Bean. It's crazy because we wasn't supposed to find out who had Vernon Forrest's number until like maybe 5 or 6 fights later. The very next fight, and watch this, Mayorga beat him 2 times. He fought him twice and beat him 2 times in a row. For whatever reason, he couldn't do nothing with him. That's why we don't do triangle theories, because Shane Mosley later he fights Ricardo Mayorga and knocks him out. Knocks him right out. But we got to know Ricardo Mayorga because of Vernon Forrest. Teofimo, they didn't even spell George Kambosos' name correctly out here. I did a video on it. I said, look, I don't know who this Kambosos guy is, but I'm rooting for him. Because by then, Teo started acting like an asshole. And remember, I used to support Teofimo. I used to support him. And he started acting like a jerk. So you don't have my support, nigga. Fair game saying it, right? Since he likes to use that word, right, my nigga? Right, nigga? My Honduran nigga, right? Right. I don't support him no more. They didn't even spell George Kambosos' name correctly. I said, look, I don't know if this guy, I don't know nothing about this guy, but if he's good, they're misspelling his name. He got to come over here and he got to do something. I'm rooting for him. I don't know how he wins, but I hope he wins. And what happened? He won. He dropped your ass in the first round. I was like, what the hell's happening? First of all, he came in there. He wasn't intimidated. I said, okay, he's mad. Mind you, after making George, how many times they postponed that fight? Like 3 times, right? I forget. Y'all correct me. Because I don't know everything. See how easy that is? Correct me. They postponed that fight, what, twice, 3 times? I don't remember. They had J-Lo, they was on Triller, then they postured for more money, and the fight finally happens. Boom, he gets dropped in the first round. George was styling on him, ran into some trouble, like I think in round 10. Teo is very powerful, almost got him out of there, but George held on, and he beat him. He's doing backflips in the empty arena. Had a meltdown. No rematch, though. His throat exploded and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And then George started acting crazy, but I ain't talking about George. But where I am, because we got to know who George Kambosos was because of Teofimo Lopez. So what you mean make this kid something that he's not? George beat you. You didn't run it back with him. He took your hardware. So instead of you fighting Devin, George fought Devin. At least George fought Devin. And then Devin beat him twice on foreign soil, twice. So what the fuck you mean make him something that he's not? He is undisputed. You were never. You were never. Yeah, you got to win against Lomachenko. So does Devin. Now what? Now what? something that he's not? You know what? You were never undisputed. You know what you did do? You ducked him. And now you're at 140. You went up there and you said you was going to retire. Pump fake. Look at you now. And we're hip to the games you playing. And guess what, y'all? The WBO, they still see more value in Teofimo Lopez than Devin Haney. How's that, Tio? How's that for value? People seeing more value in black fighters than you. Once again, you're being protected. Bob Arum didn't want to sign a fourth option for Devin to fight Shakur. He said, fuck it, I'm moving on then. I don't care what Shakur's saying now, it's irrelevant. He ain't doing shit. Unless Shakur's going to 140, you ain't getting no fight, kid. So stick around and pick up one of those belts. Y'all watched BFTB yesterday. I ain't got to revisit that either. So now, T.O., what you going to do now? Black Boxing Kings of that super chat. He said, Drew Titan, salute, man. Salute to you, good brother. Smoke and talk, salute, man. Thank you in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. Trick Noty in the building. Oh, yeah, bro. That was bad. That was bad. Once Vernon figured out he couldn't hurt this guy, there was nothing he could do with him. It was just sick. Shout out Moses. New Fat Boy Fitness. What up? Texas T. What up? Marcus Walls. If I miss you, just know that I love you. Jamel, what up? So let's get back to it, y'all.
Absolutely did.
Fair use.
It's on video, but, you know, Devin Haney haters will pretend like they don't know what we're talking about or they've never seen that. Teofimo Lopez's father said that they want $20 million.
Yep.
To fight Devin Haney. Okay. A couple years ago, when they were both at lightweight, Lopez said they wanted $10 million to fight Devin Haney. All right. Now I want to know where all this money is coming from to fight Devin Haney. If Devin Haney's so boring and he don't have no power, where are you guys finding all this money?
20 million, 10 million. Why do they want so much to fight Devin? If Devin don't sell no seats and he's not powerful and he ain't shit, natural Africanism, salute. Why do they want all this money? That must mean he's worth something, right? Just listen to what they say, but understand casuals don't follow it like how we following it. The general broke it down, but we were here for it. None of this shit that T.O.'s doing makes any sense. He could have been fought Devin. If you win, you win. We was one fight away from undisputed. Teofimo put the kibosh on that. That wasn't Devin, that was him. All he had to do was fight him. Main biker, what up? Mr. Sharp, Code 67. Back at it, fair use.
Where's this money coming from to fight Devin Haney? But regardless of the fact, this is what's actually going on, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Haney has options. This is all good. And I believe that Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez fight will happen at 140 pounds. It might not happen next. Devin might have to go through Regis first, pick up that WBC belt if he's able, and then fight Teofimo Lopez in a unification bout, which will be a blockbuster.
That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. I agree with that. Salute to my brother Brooklyn, born in that super chat. Much love. He said, T.O. mad he got to wake up in the morning and tell his daddy, get your hands out my pocket. Trailbill getting rich with his son, not off of him. Hashtag real father. Salute, man. For real. And by the way, I text Bill. What happened yesterday ain't shit. Ain't shit. I ain't even going to talk about that in depth. Ain't shit. You know what that was? To the Devin Haney haters, you know what that was? That's you and your boys leaving the club and the cops fucking with y'all for no fucking reason. That's all that was, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, what it's going to be is Devin's going to have to go up to 140 because he's undisputed. He can go in any direction. But the focus is on Prograis, WBC, the WBC route. So it's going to look like he's going to have to go up there and get a belt first. That's what's going to have to happen. Go up there, get a belt. Jay Good, what's good, my brother? Unique Dawn, what up? Ed Woodson, Thai Boxing, what up? Oh, yeah, Kondo. And we're going to prove that. We're going to prove that. Copper Aborigines, what up? We're going to prove that. So Devin's going to have to go up there because Tia don't want no smoke. So we've reviewed the setup. Devin asked for a 24-hour extension. He was told no. He was denied. Request denied. Why? To favor this dude, Teofimo. Lamont, salute. So it looked like he's going to have to go on the route of Regis Prograis. Now, if Regis don't take this fight, I don't know what to say. There's no reason for him not to take this fight. Abdullah, what up? Salam alaikum. Back at it.
At 140 pounds.
Fair use. Mr.
At
Shelton.
that point, I think all of these big fights that we wanted to see 3 years ago, 2 years ago at 135 can now happen at 140. You see? That includes Gervonta Tank Davis. We heard some excellent news from Steven Espinoza. Steven Espinoza said in an interview earlier today, he said, well, by the time y'all see this video, it'll be yesterday, Steven Espinoza was asked about Devin Haney versus Tank Davis. He said, I don't see why that fight can't happen. He says, I don't see why it can't happen next. He says, that's definitely a possibility. He said he hasn't talked to Tank about his next opponent option yet, though, right? But he says that it's a possibility. So that's great news. I'm glad Steven Espinoza is being more open to the idea of Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney.
Pause. I like that fight better anyway. So my thing is this. Devin is the youngest undisputed champion, I think, like ever. It's the first one at 135. Am I wrong on that? And since belts don't mean shit, because I just got done telling you, Devin's undisputed, but Tank is the draw. So since belts don't mean anything, I like that fight anyway. And listen, y'all, listen. You casuals, y'all made it so that belts don't mean shit. This is y'all fault. So now, Devin's in a position where he's already been undisputed. Just follow the bouncing ball now. Just follow the bouncing ball. We're talking about in the 4-belt era. Tim and Rashawn, we're talking about in the 4-belt era. The 4-belt era, undisputed. So if you follow the bouncing ball, that belts don't mean shit now, and we're into gold teeth, rope chains, and fucking Beamers and Bends and all that shit. Now if Devin can follow the bouncing ball and say, you know what, I can fight Regis for a belt. What is he doing? Chasing Teo? Why chase Teo? He ain't shit. You heard me. Now listen carefully. Is it hate? Yeah, I'm hating right now. Teo ain't shit compared to Tank. Let me ask y'all a question. This man already ducked Devin. Why is Devin chasing him around other than to beat the shit out of him just out of principle? I remember Bill, he said, it's not about the belts. It's about what you said. It's not about the belts. It's about what you said. So it's personal between Devin and Teo. And Teo, now he's at 140. He beat Josh Taylor, and he gave Josh Taylor his first O, washed him, took his hardware, and now he's still trying to exercise from a position of power. But if belts don't mean shit, it's about drawing power. Teo, Devin got you on that. He got you on that still. So what you mean he's not the A side? But fuck you anyway. Wait a minute. There's a Tank fight there? And no disrespect to Regis, but let me ask y'all a question. What would y'all rather see? Devin versus Tio? Devin versus Regis? Or Devin versus Tank? Come on now. Because belts don't mean shit. Floyd said it. The casuals make it so. The casuals make it so. The casuals make it so. So this is y'all fault. So if Devin talks to Steve Espinoza and they say, you know what, we can get this tank. We can get this tank fight for you. When? Before New Year's. Ain't nobody thinking about, yo, Tio can say whatever he want. Tio, Regis can't really say much. He has to understand it. Regis know what it's like getting ducked. He knows that. And everybody in this picture, this meme that the general put together, everyone understands business. Yes or no? So now, if Steve Espinoza's open to making a Tank versus Devin fight, I'd rather see that. Because at the end of the day, no one cares about Teofimo. And no disrespect to Regis, but this is business. Now, would Regis be there saying, look, I'd rather fight, I could fight the winner. Yeah, pick up those pieces. What's Tio going to say? Fight the winner? I'm not sure. Now watch this, Tio. You see, this is what I'm saying. This kid likes to paint himself in the corners. If Devin beats Tank, then what you gonna do? You can't say Cano Loco in the building. What up? You can't say that this kid's been ducking you. We have all the receipts. Again, Devin Haney was your responsibility. Prior to that, Devin Haney was Lomachenko's responsibility. Both of you dumbasses ducked him. Tay Jones in the building. Hello, world. Both of you clowns ducked him. Loma's responsibility was Devin. He didn't make it. Then he became your responsibility, Teofimo, because you beat Loma. And what'd you do? You ducked him. You ducked him. And thanks to you, we now know who George Cambozo is. That's your fault. That's your fault, man. And here you are again. Now you at 140 talking the same bullshit. Have you learned anything? Have you learned anything? The answer's no. The answer's no. You haven't learned anything. Here you are again. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what might happen. I'm not gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what might happen. He talks to Steve Espinoza. And they get that Tank fight going. That's gonna be this, and it's before the year's out. That's gonna be the second biggest fight, right behind Bud versus Errol. And where's that gonna leave Teofimo? Tio, you better fight Regis. That'll be 2 pay-per-views under Devin's belt. And let me tell you something. If Devin has Lomachenko and Tank in the win column, holy shit. Holy shit. You know why? Listen carefully, y'all. You know why? Tank ducked Loma. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm not talking about whether he beats him or not. Did Tank not duck Loma? Yes or no? Yes or no? Abdullah says, what fight sells more? Tio versus Tank or Tank versus Dev? Tank versus Dev. Don't nobody give a fuck about Tio. Don't nobody give a fuck about Tio. I know I don't. But that's just me. But ask a Tio fan. That's one of these, this is my response to you Titan looking ass fans. That's one of them niggas. They may tell you different, but ask them how many pay-per-views with Teofimo did they buy. Uh-oh. Ask them how much money did they put on Tio to win. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Asked him, could he or could he have not taken care of this Devin Haney situation 2 years ago? And see what they say. Teofimo had privilege on his side, the WBO, the WBC, and here we are again. But he's still talking about racism and value and shit. Fresh, what up? Unique Dawn, what up? Tank Duck Loma, that happened, y'all. All the Tank fans, listen, that happened. I don't get the disrespect for Devin. Devin was trying to fight everybody. He been chasing Loma for 3 years. He been chasing Teofimo for 3 years. He finally got Loma, beat him. Still chasing Teo. Teo's talking about, I'm the A side. $10 million, $20 million. You had 140. Now you're the A side? How? You're not. How many pay-per-views you done? How many seats you sold? Yeah, you've been in the big room in Madison Square Garden, but you was the undercard of Bud versus Amir Chin Khan. That's right, Reggie. Now he's pricing himself out. 20 million? Come on, man. So this is to the casuals. We was here for the whole thing, baby. We was here for the whole thing. Fair use.
Because in years past, Stephen Espinoza used to shoot down that fight. Him and Leonard Ellerbe would shoot down the idea of Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis. They would complain about money and all this nonsense. But I'm glad Devin Haney has done wonders and has worked himself into position to where he is now a wanted man. In every direction, he has a fight, and that's beautiful. You got Sir Capalot, Shakur Stevenson, pretending like he wants to fight, but that's not going to happen. You know, Bobby Arum know that. Shakur know that. Everybody knows Shakur and Devin Haney fight is not happening yet. It might happen at 140 in the next few years, but it's definitely not happening at 135. Shakur Stevenson's putting together a nice bluff for the people who want to see the theatrics and want to make it look like, oh, Shakur, you know, the people who care about winning the battle of public opinion, who looks flashier, who looks cooler when they score, you know, like in basketball. Giannis go down to the rim and dunk, it's 2 points. But if Kyrie Irving dribble between the legs 4 or 5 times and then pull up for a jumper, it's still 2 points. But
I like that analogy.
Kyrie was in his bag. Ooh, he was in his bag now. He was in his bag. You know, that's how you people act. You know, it's still 2 points. See what I'm saying? So Shakur and Teofimo are figuring out the internet game. They know they're learning how to work the internet.
Right.
And it's very clever. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually a little proud of Teo. This was actually pretty clever, the tactic he just pulled. I didn't think he had it in him. He's gonna fool some people with this, like the Devin Haney haters and some, you know, whatever.
Yep.
But he's not gonna fool me or none of the people who actually been here this entire time and watch Teofimo duck Devin Haney. But this was actually a very devious, clever tactic with the help of the WBO. Teofimo Lopez to wait to the last second and then come out and say, oh, yeah, I'm keeping my belts. So isn't it fair to say that Teofimo Lopez is cap?
Yep.
Isn't it fair to say he's Sir Capalot as well? By pretending like you're retiring and vacating your belts. And as soon as you hear that Devin Haney is going to go the WBC direction, you come out, hey, you better not run away. Hey, you better not run away.
Yo, listen, fellas. Mentu, what up? Fellas. Eric Jordan, what up? What up? Village brother, what up? Yo, y'all ever been in that situation in school where a motherfucker was just talking so spicy to you and you just trying to maintain? I remember, I don't know what was going on with me in junior high school. Joe Townsend in the building, what up? 88 Sports Talk. But I went through a point where I was like in trouble all the time. And I don't know what the fuck was going on, man. People kept bothering me. And teachers were like, yo, man, one more time and we're going to suspend you. And I could not find my way out of, I don't know what the hell was going on. It's like the universe was, the stars were aligned, everything. And this kid kept talking and talking and talking. He gonna do this and he gonna do that and he gonna do this. And I'm fuming. I'm like, you know what? This nigga know that I'm not trying to get suspended. That's the only reason why he's talking to me. Well, y'all know what time it is. After school. So I'm sitting there from like second period all the way to eighth period. So now eighth period, I'm smiling like, yeah, I'm gonna get this nigga. It's over. It's over. It's over. He was talking reckless. I said, all right, as soon as that bell rang, I'm gonna catch you at the bus stop. I'm gonna put you out. I'm gonna put you out. So now we in last period homeroom. I'm just staring at him like, you already know what's gonna happen. Around seventh period, he got quiet. Eighth period, he's hyperventilating. You know, like how the trolls see me when I press the live button? They hear push the weight and I'm flexing. Well, bell rings. I walk outside. I ain't never seen that many fucking school teachers. It's like the teachers look funny outside because we see them indoors all day long. It's like, wow, you come outside? What the fuck y'all doing outside? The only teachers we saw outside were the gym teachers and some of the teachers that did recess. So I'm like, Mr. Lawrence, Mr. Paterno, Mr. Petito, has some weird last names. Miss Summers, what the fuck are they doing outside for? So I walk outside and they just standing in the direction of the bus stop, just staring at me. I'm looking like, Reed, you live that way, go that way. And I'm like, it's after school. You don't tell me where to go. Your jurisdiction over me is over. The playground's over there. I'm going to take a walk over there with the rest of my friends. No, you go that way, Reed. You go that way. Who's behind them making faces, talking shit, and everyone's standing there like looking like, what's going to happen? Yeah, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. And I'm like, ooh. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop that story right there. It's like literally 30 plus years later. I'm not going to, shit, try 35, 36. Sheesh. It's a long time ago. But I'm still not going to incriminate myself. But let me say this. My point of that short story is that's Teofimo. Yeah, you better run. Looking ass. You know what time it is. Yo, we could have fought 3 years ago. All of this Devin Haney shit, Tio, all this notoriety that he's getting, the interviews, the shine, the money. That's your fault. You could have stopped it before it got started, Tio. In fact, Loma could have stopped it before it got started. He could have stopped it. Oh, I'm sorry. He tried. He couldn't do it. Y'all done pulled every rabbit out of the hat. The franchise status and all kinds of weird shit. You, Loma, and Cambozo, all of you failed. You wasn't trying to fight him then. You're not trying to fight him now. And I'm going to prove it. Because if everybody stops what they're doing and say, hey, look, man, Tio, y'all can fight right now. It's a blockbuster. Is that not a good payday for you, Teofimo? Don't act like you don't need the money. You going through a divorce or some weird shit, right? You told my, and why am I bringing that up? Because you made that public, stupid. Don't nobody care about your marriage life. You made it public. Yeah, I know, Xavier. I just saw some shit. I don't know why Ellie Seckback is in a vehicle with Rolly Romero behind the wheel. But I saw some silly shit this morning. When Rolly's telling you that Teofimo's batshit crazy, there's a problem. I got a picture of Rolly and Tio just they took a picture together. It's like, holy crap, what? Wow. I wonder what kind of conversation they would have. If I could be a fly on the wall in that room just to listen to them talk about just things. I mean, half of the conversation would be in Spanglish. Boxing, you know, because women likes blunderface, but cavemen come from Egypt. But you know, you see, women get on my nerves. But when I watch Sesame Street, but Canelo's that guy, and you see, Devin, I like cock, but what happened is my dad told me that I had to hit the speed bag. But the other day, the Transformers came out in the movie theater, Rolly. It was English. Story time. One of my friends wanted to holler at this Spanish chick. So of course, I have a dickhead friend that told him to go up to this shorty and told him what to say. How many people in the chat speak Spanish? He said, yo, go right up to her and say this exactly. He said, what? And I knew he was going to do something stupid. And he did it with a straight face. He said, yo, go say this. And he said, yo, then bring her over here and I'll translate for you. It's all good. All right, check it out. This motherfucker told him, go up to her and say, tu mama es una ovote cameo. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He said, yo, just go. And he said it with a straight face. I was like, what? What did you say? And when he walked off, he just started turning red and he teared up. I said, man, what'd you do? He said, yo, just watch, just watch. I said, what did you do, man? Shorty hauled off and gave him the Stan Hansen lariat in the side of his head. And he just was like, yo, what did you do? Said something about, he just told her that her mother's a camel or some stupid shit like that. I said, man, why would you do that? Your mama's a camel? Why would you say that? And he walked over there. Tu mama es una ovote cameo. Yeah? Lariat. Steinerline. I was like, yo, what the fuck? You play too much. Why would you? Well, She hit the shit out this nigga. I mean, she hit him with the Bradshaw, my nigga. It was crazy. Oh my God. Sitting in a room with Rolly and Tio has to be the most interesting. Oh. Yo, when that happened, there was no Google. This was the 90s, y'all. This was I was like, what did you tell him? And he's like, no. And he did it with a straight face. He was like, I said, yo, my man, what'd you tell him? And he was like, I was like, yo, what did you do? And I just watched Shorty look, dangling earrings. Yeah. Boom! His hat went flying. He was like, yo, what the fuck? He looked at us. I was like, I ain't do. What'd you say? He called her mama a camel. Why would... Play too fucking much, man. Fuck. Why would you do that? Sitting in a room with Rolly and Tio. That's a whole fucking podcast. That's a show. They just sitting there grunting and nothing's coherent. Everything is ridiculous. Yeah, you know, Tio, I fucked Devin in his ass. No, you mean you'd fuck him up. Yeah, that's what I meant. You know, I'm going to OnlyFans and show my feet. Yeah, well, you know, my wife is leaving me, but fuck that bitch. I got money. Yeah, you know, you got money, but, you know, I got a money grip in Mount Vernon. What? But it will be must-see TV. Because both them niggas is retarded. But, Rolly, I stood with you on that grape charge. I knew them hoes was lying. Tio, I stood with you when you beat Loma, and I said, yo, 2 young lions, undisputed, who wins? And then you started acting a fool. See, I could tell you when you made me realize who you were. Or who you are. And here you are again. Fair use.
You better come see me. What you mean run away? Well, what are you talking about? This is all, listen, man, if y'all don't understand what I'm saying, this is shenanigans. All shenanigans by Teofimo Lopez. And, you know, it's clever. It's going to make for an exciting build-up to Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez when that fight eventually does take place. Now, maybe the fight takes place next. Who knows? I doubt it. I think it's going to be Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis next. I think Regis Prograis will get the money he wants from Eddie Hearn. Once again, it is not, I repeat, it is not Devin Haney's team that's holding up the Regis Prograis fight. It is Regis Prograis wanting more of a guarantee from Eddie Hearn for this fight against young Devin Haney. So once they figure that out, I'm sure sometime in the next few months, we'll get Regis versus Devin the Dream Haney. Okay? And at that point, maybe we get Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. Maybe we get Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney. Maybe we get Gervonta Davis versus Teofimo Lopez first. I'm not sure. But regardless, I think we're in for some very exciting fights at 140. Ryan Garcia's up there now. Tank Davis will probably be up there too. And, hey, we got some good fights, man. Good fights. And I'm here for all of it. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Y'all smash the like button. Hit the subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And I'm up out of here. Deuces.
I ain't got to tell y'all to subscribe to the General. You already know what time it is. I didn't want to reiterate it because 78 just put the video up yesterday. And I said, you know what, let me just fair use it. So y'all, if y'all missed it, now y'all saw it. Now y'all can go rewatch it. Yeah, this right here, Coach Amber, that's weird behavior on those guys. That's crazy. And here's why the shenanigans with the WBO and the WBC, first of all, it doesn't surprise me because they've done it already. They've done it already. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah, Mr. Shelton, yeah. I remember I cussed Tio's name on Fred's channel. And you can't find it on Fred's Live no more, but I know one motherfucker that recorded it off his monitor with his cell phone. And it's on his channel right now, but he's not with us anymore. This is my response to Drew Titan. Undertaker. Anyway, D-Man, what's good? Snacks Beat, what up? Nuke the Server, what up? Unique Dawn, what's going on? Listen, I don't put it past them to do anything crazy to Devin. They all been in cahoots. Everything that Devin got, he had to fight for. He's signing deals with Top Rank. He's signing deals with Eddie Hearn. He did a deal with Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum. And he's still coming out on top, undisputed. Come on, man. If God ain't looking out for this young man, come on now. The devil's hard at work. The more successful you are, the harder the devil works. This shit that happened in California, that ain't nothing but the devil. Those two demons sitting in the car outside of a club that's popping. And whatever vehicle they had, it wasn't no goddamn Mitsubishi. You know, it was a vehicle probably beyond 6 figures. Let's go get these niggas. What are they, rappers? That car's worth my entire salary. Let's see what's going on. I know they got guns and drugs. They found the gun. Whose is it? I don't know. All right, now watch this. Who's the car registered to? Him? Yeah? Whose gun is it? I don't know. Your vehicle, your gun. That's how it works. Didn't Deontay Wilder just go through something that over there? And what happened? Rather be caught with it than without. And you know how these streets are. So everybody black, they understand that. Everybody brown understands that. This is nothing. This is nothing, but I saw y'all.
Hello, monkeys.
I saw y'all. I saw y'all. So every last one of y'all. Were y'all niggas really celebrating that? Let me talk to the Tank fans for a second. Let me talk to this. Well, let me play this for y'all. Here's why I know that the industry is against Devin Haney.
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know. The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all 4. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135.
What, y'all forgot? Y'all forgot about that? Clarence, what up? Gerard Harlem in the building. Y'all forgot? Y'all forgot? Y'all forgot? That happened, y'all. That was Tio. His dumbass spilled the beans. That conversation that he just spoke about, that wasn't for everyone to hear. I remember hearing that. I was like, wait a minute, what's he talking about? Do you know you can't find that anywhere on the internet? Well, I can't find it, but salute the champ side. He found it. He found it. Well, when he always had it. And I got the audio. I said, nah, I gotta keep this. I gotta keep this. And here they are again. Y'all knew he wasn't retiring. He can't afford to. Didn't he just say that his wife about to take half his shit? He can't afford to retire. All of that shit was to throw the scent off. He got dogs looking for him, and he ran through some water trying to throw the scent off. But he's still out there. So Devin asked for the 24-hour extension, which is what this meant. They told him no. He says, all right, fuck it. I'm looking at Regis, WBC. This motherfucker talking about, oh, hey, you better not duck me. He's like that motherfucker after school with me. Why are you talking to me? You know, why do you say that to me? You know I'll kill you for it. General's art style. Okay, keep talking. He knew that one more situation, they were threatening to throw me out. One more situation. And he knew that. So he just talk. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. Still get kind of mad thinking about that. That situation handled itself. So let me address you Tank fans that were in my comment section talking about karma and all this other dumb shit. Let me explain something to you. When Tank got in that bullshit with that girl, I was on Tank's side. Y'all out here talking about Bill sharing a mugshot. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But it's funny. A lot of these athletes get on here and they fire personal shots at one another. That's fair game, is it not? When Errol flipped his car, you know how many people told me, good for him? I said, well, he's alive. I hope he never fights again because he could have killed somebody. Well, he didn't. He could have killed himself. He's a father. I don't care. These are conversations I was having on Facebook when I was on Facebook. Deontay Wilder has a suspicious dent in his head that the doctor said are inconsistent with the boxing gloves. I don't care. He lost. Fuck him. These are things that were said to me. Fuck him. Why? Huh? Because he don't know how to box. Wait a minute. Floyd knows how to box, and your complaint for the last decade was he don't knock anybody out. Who are you? So to the Tank fans, who are you? Who are you really? Who are you really? You can't be black. You can't be human. You're a fucking scroll. There's a million of them running around according to Marvel. We've been invaded, motherfuckers. You're not real. You can't be real. Listen, you stupid asses. Black men were stopped by police. Already that's a problem. That could have ended deadly. Just like Tank got lied on by his baby mama, and she called the police, and he's a pro fighter. Those cops could have came in there and mowed him down in the hail of bullets. And by the time we got the story, it'd have been a professional fighter attacked police officers with guns out. And what do we know about Tank? He has several cases, some of them pending. And all white America would have told us is, well, he's been in trouble before. Well, I saw a video of him snatching around a woman. Maybe she'd had enough. Maybe he was beating on her. And the cops did their job. He's a pro fighter and their lives was in danger. His hands are lethal weapons. Right? And we'd have been having a different conversation. Right? See, you motherfuckers can't put your personal shit aside for 2 seconds. I don't care what Bill put out. I have nothing to do with that. Tank could have got killed. Devin could have got killed. Deontay could have got killed. When Floyd had that shit with his baby mama. Damn mess, what up? All you saw was a video of him hopping over the goddamn fence. You know how many videos went up that day? I wasn't doing content at the time. You know how many videos went up that day? He is an athlete. Of course he hit that woman and that's scary. He ain't touch that hoe. She a liar. She was fucking homie from the Chicago Bulls at the time. And he was in the crib. He was in the crib. Y'all know that? I forgot the player's name, but he played for the Bulls at the time. He was in the crib when he went there. Why the fuck would that bitch put a dude she's dating in a situation where he sees her pro fighter baby mama? I mean, baby daddy. Huh? Jonathan Majors. Huh? Huh? So you niggas really celebrated Devin getting pulled over by police in California? What are y'all celebrating? What are y'all celebrating, really? I just said, I believe Tank was lied on by his baby mama, and it came out what? Shakur Stevenson at the gas station. I'm sorry, Shakur Santiago at the gas station. He really did put his hands on somebody. It's on video. And I say, well, damn, that's messed up. CJ Watson. Thank you, Jerry. He played for the Bulls at the time. CJ Watson. Remember that? It was on video. You see him fucking somebody up. He's a pro fighter. His hands are lethal weapons. 919, what up? Right? That's what happened, right? I said, look, okay, you do the crime, do the time. But what was we online beefing about? Why was his mugshot put on his box rec? Now, never mind how he's acting right now. He's being a dick right now. But that shit, that was uncalled for. Did we not stand in the pocket for him? You see, you niggas, we draw the line at certain things. See, we don't know when to unite on certain things. See, Arrow versus Bud, those two fan bases, that's fair game. Yo, my man's gonna win. Nah, my man's gonna win. That's fair game. But you guys draw the line when it gets personal. Arrow flipped his car. You Arrow haters went a little crazy. You didn't like him in the first place. That shit happened with Devin. A lot of you motherfuckers in the chat, y'all been in that exact situation. How many times y'all been in a car and then the cops pull you over and all of a sudden you in a car with 5 of y'all and you're like, y'all got shit on you? And that one nigga like, yo, I got a whole 8-ball in my fucking crotch. God damn it! And here they come with the dogs. Fuck! It's no longer why the cops pulled you over. It's now become what you got. Now, the situation I just said, it didn't happen to me directly, but it happened to somebody I know. Whole day you chilling with the motherfucker. You ain't know he had a whole 8-ball in his balls. An 8-ball. Syria, what up? What are you gonna do? They snitched. Got any weapons in the car? No. Dog out there going crazy, scratching it. He smells something. Get out. Damn near bit his crotch off. Whoa, 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 what's there? What's there? Something's there. Looked at everyone else. Did you know? We ain't know. Sorry. You ain't got to do a bid for no fucking body. Fuck that. Y'all cool? That nigga was supposed to tell you whether he gonna snort it or sell it. He was supposed to tell you. If he's really a man's like that, he's not putting you all at risk. Fuck that. And he understood. He went up. Fuck that. Xavier in that super chat myself, he said Canelo is now ducking Puerto Rican star Shakur Diaz. Yeah, Robert, listen, I haven't been in that situation. Oh, yeah, Joe, yeah, you know, don't get caught with a white girl. Yeah, man. Don't do that. Sidebar, check your fucking friends before you put them in your whip. When you was younger, please, man. Be like, yo, y'all got shit on you? Don't have that shit in your pocket in my car, man. I don't even allow open containers in my car. Back then, I was like, nope. Those police in the 90s was looking for anything. Anything. There were car stops every other block. Please, man. Main biker said he gave his barber a ride to Crown Heights, so I had guns on him. He owned up to it, though. Now he deported. You see? You gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. Niggas will have a whole goddamn tank in their back pocket and we ask for a ride, and you just innocently giving them a ride. Police pull you over. It's the scene from Harlem Nights. You didn't know you had Lady Heroin in your car? What the fuck? No. The hell? Dapper Don's in that super chat. Much love. He said Miles Bridges' baby mother lied on him, cost him $100 million plus. Black men need to be careful who they're dealing with. It's life and death for us. Hell yeah. This shit ain't the game out here, man. It's fucking ridiculous. That's funny. Iron Eagle, what up? All around strong, my brother, what up? Get it together, man. Stop celebrating when our people get in trouble. Demon in the building, what up? And look, there was a gun in the car for a reason. I'll say that. Remember, first time I heard about Errol's car accident, it was an article sent to my phone that he was killed in a gang-related hail of bullets. That was the first thing I saw. And I said, wait a minute, what's happening? Then I started seeing shit with the car accident. That's how it happened, y'all. Separated on too much dumb shit. I stood in the pocket for Shakur. I stood in the pocket for Tank. I stood in the pocket for Floyd. Stand in the pocket for Devin. I text, as soon as the article came up, I text Bill, y'all all right? And he said, yo, we good. You motherfuckers running around talking about aha or karma or Bill was running around with Tank's mugshot. Irrelevant to me. Irrelevant to me. Irrelevant to me. Tank has a paper trail. He's crashing into bitches. He's crashing into pregnant bitches and leaving the scene. I'm not clowning that situation. It's not funny. Shakur beating people up at a gas station. I'm like, yo, this kid got to do better. Where's his Puerto Rican father? Oh shit.
Whoa!
Take that.
Xavier back in that super chat. He said, "I heard T.O. likes going to certain nightclubs, bro." Oh man. William, what up? Hassan, what's good? Yeah, rather be safe than sorry. David, what's going on? David, it's deep, bro. It's deep. We all over the place. We all over the place. We all over the place. And the biggest example is the Deontay Wilder situation. How many niggas y'all have gotten into debates with? Specific volume, salute. He said his shoe was too heavy. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He can't box. That's not true. 10 title defenses. Tied Ali's record. Yeah, well, he got a dent in his head. His defense ain't good. Dent in his head is inconsistent with a boxing glove. Did you know that? Did you know? Do you know anything about Tyson Fury? No. I don't need to talk about how good Lomachenko is. He doesn't need my help. That's why I don't need to do it. I don't need to do it. You niggas are turncoats. You niggas are jigaboos. Devin got everything out the mud. And y'all know this. The casuals don't, and they don't ever respect it. Now, if Devin was running around here with 1,001 bitches, being flashy, pinky rings and shit, and like legitimately showing out like how Tank shows out, he'd be more identifiable with these niggas. A man of a certain age, that never impressed me. That never impressed me. But if that impresses you, fine. It does nothing for me. When you look at Devin Haney, I see greatness. You look at the road traveled, I see greatness. So I take offense when Teofimo gets on here and tries to fool the public. And 78 was right. He's using the ignorance of the casual fans to push his narrative. We know it's bullshit. So at this point, since belts don't mean shit, thanks to the sport of boxing and the casual fans, since belts don't mean shit, Devin's already undisputed. It's in the books. He won it and he defended it twice. Tio, he don't have to fight you. You ain't shit. In the grand scheme of things, you ain't shit. Devin will be doing a favor by fighting you. Right or wrong?
Monkey!
Right or wrong? Devin will be doing a favor fighting you. He don't need to fight you. Especially if Espinoza says, yo, look, Tank, let's get together. Then if he gets past Tank, you go fight Regis. How about this? Tio, you go fight Regis while Devin fights Tank. Winston, what up? And then Devin can pick and choose the winner. If I want to fight the winner, I'm at 140. Man, I want to fight. Oh, wait, what? Tio beat Regis? Fuck Tio. He been ducking me 4 or 5 years already, man. Fuck that guy. He ain't shit. What's the public gonna do? Now watch this. Is the public gonna say, hey man, you're ducking Tio? Are they gonna say that? And if they say that, why? Watch. And then I want Tio to say that they see more value in black fighters than him. After you're having meetings with the WBO and the WBC, and they told you, yo, we have a plan for you. You're fighting for the IBF, and then you're going to go straight to Loma. I'm going to fight less fights to get to where I got to go. And Devin's out here doing work, taking short money, traveling with no fucking team. Powerhouse, what up? Then come back and talk to me about racism in the sport. You can't do it. So if it plays out like how I played out, and Tio starts saying, look, he's ducking me, he's ducking me. After he done chased your ass and you said no, he done beat everybody around you. And if he fight Tank and beat Tank, at that point, Devin could tell Tio, stop begging. Because we could bring this tweet up. It's already out. It's already saved. And no, you're not the A side. Well, first of all, he is the A side, asshole. He is the A side. That's number one. Number two, if he go and fuck around and beat Tank, belts definitely don't mean shit. What are you gonna do, Tio? Oh, you ducking me. Mm-hmm. What have you done to deserve a fight against me? Let's go by resume for resume. I'm still undefeated, number one. I was undisputed, that's number two. I sell more seats than you, that's number three. I'm up 2 pay-per-views on you. I'll just stop right there. So now, what do you do to deserve me? Well, I'm unified. So what? I was undisputed. That ain't mean shit against Tank, and I was the B-side. Next topic. What you got to say about that, nigga?
Yeah, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Yeah, man, come on! Better than that!
You niggas need to get on the same page, man. You niggas need to get on the same page, man. You niggas need to get it together. Sidebar, I'm just curious. No, I ain't want to talk about that, man. You know. No, whatever, man. You fucking raccoons need to get on the same page, man. Avery Black, what up? All we got is us. All we got is us. I just want. I can't speak for everybody else. I can speak for me. When Tank got into his shit, I was in the pocket for him. There really wasn't anything I could say about that hit and run. He left the scene. He wasn't supposed to do that. Bro, that was crazy. Floyd had his problems. I stood in the pocket for him. I mean, I couldn't say anything about Shakur, but when they put his mugshot on BoxRec, that was fucked up. And we stood in the pocket for him. Errol flipped his car. I said, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even know if he was drunk. Understand, we didn't know if he was drunk or not. We didn't find that out until later. But everyone was saying, oh, he was drunk, he was drunk, he was drunk. So everyone that said that was coming from a place of hatred. I said, look, we didn't even know the facts. Somebody could have cut him off. It's like when he just had that fender bender, and he went live on Instagram. It's like, man, this kid can't catch a break. Remember that? That wasn't even his fault. But read the comment section. You was drinking again, Errol? You see, that comes from a place of malice. And it'd be you niggas doing that. Because you love Bud? How many Errol fans made fun of Bud getting shot in the back of the head or whatever the fuck happened to him? I'm glad he's alive. What the hell? Y'all niggas need to really check yourself, man. I don't care what the athletes or their camps say about each other. You really need to check yourself. I don't like getting into that personal shit. I really don't. I really don't. Have I been suckered into it a few times? Yes. But you got to catch yourself. Yeah, James Doon, you watched that fight? That was, woo. Bro, that was like one of the greatest fights that year. No doubt, fam, no doubt. I don't celebrate no black man getting in trouble. That's my point. I don't celebrate that shit. I don't. Has something bad happened to Dev or somebody in this camp, or you know what I'm saying? Anything could have happened, y'all. Would y'all really be clapping? For those of you that are hoping that something bad happens, what, y'all really don't want him to fight Tank that bad? What's wrong with y'all? When we say Deontay could have got killed in the ring by a fat cheating ass cracker from across the pond, that's who you side with? Why? Because you don't like how Deontay fights? He's knocking everybody out. What are you talking about? There was niggas that actually applauded that shit when we found out the facts. And this guy's a fucking cheater, has a history of cheating. Name one time he put a dent in someone's head, man. And then Nicholas Asbury says, no, this motherfucker had egg weights in his shit. They never called him a liar. They apologized to him and said, we were just trying to give our guy confidence. This is how y'all do? This is what y'all do? That's why I don't trust a lot of you niggas. It's sad that I have to make monkey videos. It's really sad. I didn't like seeing that video of Shakur. Wasn't that a girl he punched or some shit? Didn't he slap a girl in the gas? Something happened. I don't even remember. What I do know is he was arrested. And they put the young brother's his mugshot on BoxRec. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Who thought that was funny? When KK Kovalev has been arrested several times, assaulted a woman, injured her, caught a DUI in California, we can't even find his fucking mugshot to put on BoxRec if we wanted to. And you niggas are out here on each other's throat. Like, for what? What the fuck are y'all doing? And then a guy like Teofimo Lopez comes out of nowhere. He's saying the word nigga, referring to him as kid, says that the sport of boxing sees more value in black fighters than him, but he shows up to the fucking New York presser with Bud versus Errol. Why? That went right over y'all fucking head, didn't it? Right over your head. I just told you. Jafari, what up? I just told you. When Marvin Hagler said, I'm done with this shit, he left. After he left the ring, losing to Sugar Ray Leonard, he left and you didn't see him anymore. That was it. Like the next sighting that you saw, I think he did a movie in Italy, and then he pops up, taking pictures with Triple G. You guys are amazing. You guys are really amazing. You just keep it boxing, right? Where's your venom for Tio when he talks like that? Where's your venom for Tio when he ducks like that? And now he out here on Twitter talking shit, but I just played you the truth. So a month from now, 2 months from now, because he's probably going to tweet something stupid today. Y'all need to get on him and say, yo, look, no, we know the truth. You could have fought Devin 3-4 years ago. What about when you said, Devin, you'll never get a shot by way of the WBO? What about when you said you're fighting for the IBF and you're going straight to Lomachenko? What about that? No one has ever said anything to him about that. What about when you, the WBC and the WBO, tried to freeze Devin out? Why didn't you just fight Devin? Why didn't you do that? Fuck all this shit you talking now. Devin asked for a 24-hour extension because he wanted to see what you was going to do. And when the WBO said no, he said, all right, I'm going to go fight Regis. And now here you come. You know they denied him that 24 hours, man. Come on, man. Oh, Almighty Lord, you know he's going to be in Vegas. You know he's going to have his fucking belts there. And whoever wins, he's going to try and jump in a picture. Whether it's Bud or Errol. He's going to be there with his fucking hardware trying to take pictures with them. And if I can get this message to both camps, don't let that little nigga in the picture with you. Do not do that. You may think it's innocent, but it's not. Now, Devin, you can let up there with his hardware. You can let Devin up there. He's really undisputed. But do not let Teofimo's clout chasing ass up there. No. Don't do it. Why would he go there since the sport sees more value in black fighters than him? Why would he even be there? Supporting. Why? He wants cameras in his face. He's promoting his brand. You're unified champion at 140 and people still don't care. You had an outstanding performance against Josh Taylor and people still don't care. And through all of that, we're still talking about the potential between Devin and Tank now. Or Devin and Regis. If you don't fight Devin next, who are you fighting? And are people going to care? Is it a pay-per-view event? No. Whatever Devin does now, I bet you whatever Devin does next is going to outwork you. Box office is going to outwork you. Seat for seat. Paycheck to paycheck. Yeah, Clarence, you was there. I forgot. Clarence was there. You saw me. I looked right at him like, what the fuck is he doing here? The fuck? Listen, you will never see me at a Klan rally. If two of the best fighters in the world were white and there was a bunch of KKK members around, I'm not going. Fuck them. If I'm a fighter and I'm like, man, they see more value in these crackers, I'm out here busting my ass. And they see more value in these motherfuckers, man. Fuck them. I'm retired. But then I show up. It's fight of the year between these two white fighters. And nothing but KKK members around. And I show up. Why? Thought you was retired. And he showed up in his jumpsuit. Team Lopez. I'm like, what is he doing? What?
Whoa!
What? What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing here? So when he tweets something, remember all the things that we're telling you here. Y'all need to quit. Y'all on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. Y'all need to question him. Your response to what you tried to do to Devin. You're not going to get a shot, bro. The WBO and the WBC and all that other bullshit you said. You said Devin would never be undisputed. You're never going to get a title at 135. Not only did he get one, he got 4 undisputed. Now what? Your thoughts of you in cahoots with the WBO and the WBC trying to freeze him out. Your thoughts. Y'all need to grill him on that. What the fuck was that? What happened in that meeting? When you talk about what happened in the meeting with Bob? Yeah, what did happen with that meeting with Bob? I got the fucking audio. You should type it in a tweet, word for word. And then put that little dash at the end, Teofimo Lopez. What was that, Tio? You could have been fought Devin back then. What was that? You say a meeting with Bob. What was that? You know what? I'll play it for y'all again. Word for word, so you can rewind this live and play it word for word. When he says, what happened to the meeting with Bob? What happened to the meeting with Bob? Yeah, what did happen?
Hey, Devin Haney made a comment, trying to make whatever it is. But at the end of the day, Devin, you don't know.
This.
The WBC is not going to have you, even if you do the competition, they're not going to have you fight for the title. You can get mad at everything. I'm fighting for the title after this fight, for the IBF. And then after that, me and Loma for all 4. And where are you? You're not going to get a shot, bro. And you don't know that, but we do. And that's what we did. I'm not going to fight more fights. So it is what it is, man. Talk what you got to talk, my dude. But at the end of the day, you're not becoming a world champion at 135. Hey,
there you go. You can take that word for word and say, this was a few years ago. What the fuck was that? Hey, wait a minute. Was he trying to go the easy route? Avoiding Devin, the easy route, right? Let me tell you something. Fighting Teofimo Lopez is barely about the money. He just wants to beat him up. But if a tank fight comes along, you go take that tank fight. We're talking the difference between $15 million and goddamn $50 million or something crazy like that. I don't know. I'm not a numbers guy. I got to get out of here. I got to go work out. I got to go to work. Salute to everybody in November to sell the Cash App, Super Chats. Niggas, don't be like this guy. Don't. Salute to Bob Arum.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That's funny. And fuck y'all haters. love it. Pep Talk tonight. Painful Excellence Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe over there. Cooking with Gas over there. And make sure y'all show everybody love. I don't know if the general's on right now. But let me see. Is he on? Because I didn't see him. But you know how this shit is weird. Now I don't think he's on, but I gotta go. Pep Talk tonight, man. Salute to y'all. Much love. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Peace.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.